Hollywood is also mourning the death of singer Eddie Kendricks. He died yesterday of lung cancer. Kendricks was 52.
Eddie Kendricks, the iconic falsetto of the Temptations, became the soulful voice behind timeless hits like My Girl and Just My Imagination. His ethereal vocals not only defined a generation, but also played a pivotal role in shaping the Motown sound that reigned supreme in the 1960s and beyond. Yet, behind the adoration and fame, Kendricks carried a story of personal challenges that largely remained out of the public eye. Eddie's musical journey began in the late 1940s, when he sang in his church choir in Birmingham, Alabama. It was there that he forged an unbreakable bond with his best friend, Paul Williams. Together, they formed a doo-wop group called the Cavaliers in 1955, and eventually moved to Cleveland in search of better opportunities. That group would later evolve into the Primes, a foundational act that paved the way for the Temptations. The Primes quickly gained popularity around the Detroit area, even inspiring the formation of a female spin-off group, the Primettes, who would later rise to fame as the Supremes. However, when the Primes disbanded in 1961, Eddie and Paul Williams refused to give up. They joined forces with Otis Williams, Melvin Franklin, and Elbridge Bryant, ultimately forming the Temptations, a group destined to revolutionize music history. Eddie's haunting falsetto became an essential cornerstone of the Temptations' sound. While their success was unparalleled, Kendricks's personal life carried its share of hardships, especially as he battled illness during his later years. This private struggle remained mostly hidden from fans and the public. On October 5, 1992, Eddie Kendricks passed away, leaving behind a musical legacy that continues to influence artists and listeners alike. During their early years, the Temptations performed alongside Mary Wells, an experience that allowed the group to refine their harmonies and stage presence. Although the group initially struggled to carve out their identity, they soon rose to prominence as one of the most successful male vocal groups of their time, enthralling audiences with their seamless harmonies and dynamic performances. Eddie Kendricks was integral to this success, with his soaring falsetto often taking the spotlight on songs that required emotional depth and a delicate vocal touch. As the first tenor, his voice became a signature element of the Temptations' sound, helping to distinguish them from other acts of the era. Beyond his vocal brilliance, Kendricks also played a significant role in crafting the group's intricate harmonies, adding depth and dimension to their music. In addition to his musical contributions, Eddie Kendricks brought a unique flair to the Temptations as their wardrobe manager. He curated their signature style, including their iconic purple suits, which added to their polished image. Loved for his charm and camaraderie, Kendricks earned the nickname Cornbread among his bandmates and shared close friendships with Motown legends like Diana Ross and Martha Reeves. As the Temptations' sound evolved into psychedelic soul under producer Norman Whitfield, Kendricks grew increasingly dissatisfied, longing for the group's earlier ballads and harmonies. Personal struggles weighed heavily on him, particularly as he witnessed the declining health of his close friend, Paul Williams. By 1970, tensions within the group reached a breaking point, and Kendricks made the difficult decision to leave the Temptations to pursue a solo career. As a solo artist, Eddie Kendricks found success with hits like Keep On Truckin' and Boogie Down. These tracks showcased his signature style and ability to adapt to the evolving music scene. However, Kendricks faced challenges, including industry pressures and the effects of smoking, which gradually diminished his vocal range. In 1982, he reunited with the Temptations for a highly celebrated tour, reminding fans of the timeless artistry that defined his career. Eddie Kendricks' legacy lives on through his extraordinary voice, unique style, and undeniable impact on soul music, ensuring his influence remains eternal. The 1980s marked a powerful resurgence for Kendricks and fellow Temptations member David Ruffin, both of whom had already attained legendary status. Their reunion began with Standing on the Top, a standout track on the Temptations' reunion album, written and produced by Rick James. While the song became a hit, Kendricks's role on the album was limited, sparking concerns about his vocal abilities. Former bandmate Dennis Edwards later revealed that Kendricks struggled to hit the higher notes during recording sessions. This difficulty led Kendricks to seek medical advice, which resulted in a devastating diagnosis: lung cancer. The news was a crushing blow to Kendricks, his fans, and the music community at large. Despite the diagnosis, Kendricks hesitated to undergo chemotherapy, fearing the loss of his hair, a trademark part of his persona on stage. This period marked a profound turning point, as Kendricks grappled with both his declining health and the shifting dynamics of the music industry. A pivotal moment came when Ruffin, who had been following Kendricks's solo performances, attended one of his nightclub shows. Spotting Ruffin in the crowd, Kendricks spontaneously invited him on stage, reigniting their electric chemistry and mutual admiration. This reunion sparked discussions of a potential tour as a duo, which they pursued in 1988 with a collaborative album under RCA. The project allowed these two soul legends to blend their vocal styles and deliver a fresh sound that deeply resonated with fans. Before embarking on their duo project, Kendricks and Ruffin participated in several iconic events that cemented their status as soul music giants. In 1985, they joined Hall & Oates for a live album recording at New York City's legendary Apollo Theater. Their collaboration bridged the gap between the Temptations' classic soul sound and the evolving music trends of the 1980s. That same year, the duo performed at the historic Live Aid concert in Philadelphia. Their stirring medley of The Way You Do, The Things You Do, and My Girl became a commercial hit, peaking at number 20 on the Billboard Hot 100 and earning them a Grammy nomination. In 1989, Kendricks, Ruffin, and the other members of the Temptations received the ultimate honor with their induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. This recognition celebrated their groundbreaking contributions to music and solidified their place in history. Following the induction, Kendricks and Ruffin reunited with Dennis Edwards to form Ruffin, Kendrick, Edwards, former leads of the Temptations. The trio had ambitious plans to tour and record together, reigniting the magic that had once captivated audiences. Tragically, these plans were cut short as both Kendricks and Ruffin faced worsening health crises. Despite these challenges, Eddie Kendricks' enduring contributions to soul music and his unforgettable falsetto continue to inspire artists and fans across generations. Eddie Kendricks' life and career epitomized resilience, artistry, and the enduring strength of personal connections. From his humble beginnings singing in church choirs in Birmingham, Alabama, to becoming a defining voice of Motown's golden era as a member of the Temptations, Kendricks made an indelible mark on the world of music. His signature falsetto, an essential element of the Temptations' sound, transcended generations and inspired countless artists in soul and R&B. Kendrick's tenure with the Temptations was marked by groundbreaking success, with timeless classics like Just My Imagination, Running Away with Me, and The Way You Do, The Things You Do. His ability to convey profound emotional depth through his voice helped elevate the group to legendary status. However, creative tensions and personal challenges led to his departure in 1971, a pivotal decision that allowed Kendricks to pursue his artistic vision as a solo artist. As a solo act, Kendricks continued to showcase his remarkable talent and adaptability. Hits like Keep On Truckin' proved his ability to navigate changing musical landscapes while staying true to his unique style. Though his solo career faced its share of challenges, Kendricks' perseverance underscored his unwavering dedication to his craft and the love he had for his audience. Eddie Kendricks passed away on October 5, 1992, at the age of 52. His funeral, held at the First Baptist Church in Ensley, brought together family, friends, and fans who gathered to celebrate his extraordinary life and legacy. The tribute concerts that followed served as a powerful testament to the respect and admiration Kendricks commanded within the music industry, with iconic artists honoring his contributions to soul music. Eddie Kendricks' legacy goes beyond his chart-topping hits and performances. As a soul music pioneer and a symbol of perseverance, his timeless artistry continues to inspire, leaving an indelible mark on music history.